Hello, everybody. Welcome to what day is it? Thursday evening here in Melbourne. I forgot to fix my camera. Yeah, welcome to Thursday night. So good afternoon, good morning. That's a bit better. Depending on where you are. Tonight we're going to do we're going to continue our multi-schedule. So this is the final flight of the short hauls out of Dublin. So I've decided to go for the PMDG 737-700 because I kind of stuffed up the 800 last week or during the week, and as you can see, we have an absolutely stunning Firefly livery. Firefly is the virtual airline that operates this multi-schedule. So it is made or has been created by one of the Fireflies, Renoir, and it's just it's a cracker. I use it a lot. Anytime I fly the 737-700, it's usually the livery that I use or take. So, yeah, so we're going to do Dublin to Amsterdam. Should take us about, Simbrief was telling me an hour and 7 minutes, I think it said flight time. Yep, 1 hour 7. And then we'll do a return flight as well, and that'll complete the short hauls, and then we'll move on to the medium hauls. And I don't think I'll stream every single one of them, but I'll stream a few anyway. Alright, so let's get into it. So we'll bring up our Simbrief first. So that's actually the wrong one. Let me generate a new one. That one there. So I'm going to generate it straight from the actual schedule, so it's just a bit easier. Because they'll give me a flight number and all that sort of stuff as well. So 737-700. And generate, and I'll also refresh it. I've generated that a good half an hour, 45 minutes ago. So yeah. Alright, so that's up to date. So we've got 39,000 feet. We've got our flight number 1045. We'll set that as our transponder as well. We're going from Echo into Delta Whiskey, which is Dublin, over to Echo Hotel Alpha Mike, being Amsterdam. 390 is our cruising altitude, 13 or 13 is our cost index. Winds of cruise, crosswind of 71 knots, and our block fuel is 5.2 tons. And our route is. I need some caffeine. Our route is. I might yawn a bit today. I'm very tired. Our route is very straightforward. So just have a quick. I'll run one. Just have a quick look at that. I've reinstalled version 2 of Dublin, by the way, and it's, performance is as bad as ever. Okay, so we're going to push back from the stand onto Delta Sierra. We'll exit the apron on Delta Sierra. We'll do a right hand turn onto Foxtrot Outer. Head up and cross runway. Head up onto November 4. That's our taxiway. We'll cross runway 28 right. We'll do a left hand turn onto runway 16. And then we'll depart via the ND1 Mike departure, which basically takes us out the way that we arrived into Dublin last night, and do a left hand turn out over the Irish Sea, across northern Wales, right over the top of what looks like pretty much Liverpool. Travelling on across the England then, right across the west or the east. I'm not sure where this is. And what was that? Oh, so we're north of Norwich, and also Coningsby, and then across the North Sea and down into Amsterdam. and we're landing on runway 27. On arrival is Lima Alpha, Mike Sierra 2 Alpha, Lambs 2A. In terms of the weather, obviously you can see, I'll show you Dublin in a second, so we'll just have a quick look at Amsterdam's weather. We're looking at visibility of 8,000 meters, so it's going to be cloudy. We've got a few clouds, 1,800, scatter clouds 2,100, ceiling at 12,000, and the temperature 16. And we've got a slight crosswind, but it's not too, like 9 knots isn't going to affect us too much. So probably reduce visibility to slightly. Not a hell of a lot. Broken clouds is probably causing that. Maybe a little bit misty, but we'll see, given they're close to the water. But it should be a relatively smooth operation. We'll just double check on Dublin's. Dublin's a little bit better, or a little bit different. So it was raining. See the performance drop. I've just been sitting on the ground here for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I can see like massive performance drops. Unfortunately, not much I can do about it. It'll clear once we exit the airfield. So yeah, so the weather looks like it's clearing up a little bit. We are on real time, and we are on correction. No, we are on live time yet. I'll just check the weather. It should be live weather. Live weather. Okay. So it was raining. It's now stopped. That's good news. So let's jump in and get it up and going. So I'll just bring this panel light up because I always forget about that, and set parking brakes. I always forget about that. I did a state save without setting those. The first thing I'm going to do is bring in the ground power. So I'm going to request a cart. I'm going to set my fuel level. So our fuel I think was 5.2. I'll put the exact fuel in. I don't usually. I normally just put in an estimate, but I'll do the exact fuel. It's 5203. No, sorry, it's 5203. So that's 24.9%. Our payload, I'm pretty sure the payload's in pounds. So the difficulty with it being in pounds is I would have to convert it because my sim brief is in kilos. I can set my kilo. Actually, yeah, I could probably set my sim brief to pounds, but I'm just going to set random. I'm just going to set random. So 50%, that'll do. Alright, so we're going to go up overhead. We've got our batteries on, we've got our emergency lights on, we've got our ground power connected, and then seatbelts on. We're also going to go fuel pumps on. I'm not going to use GSX or anything like that, I'm just going to get straight into it. And we're going to start the APU. I'm going to set our pressurization to our cruising altitude, which is 390. And I'm also going to check the map for my landing altitude. So I should have checked that when I was checking the weather, but that's okay. So landing altitude on, I'll just go, so we're landing on runway 27 I believe, yep. I'm on the wrong chart, so 27 we're landing on. And let's just go and have a look at our taxi chart at Amsterdam. And we'll find runway 27, which is here. That's a odd way to land. Elevation's 12 feet, so we'll go 50. Actually, we'll leave it at 0. We'll leave it at 0. It's fine. I'm going to put my logo lights on, and I'm going to put my switches on, and my nav light should already be on. So the APU is now available, so whilst we're here, we might as well transfer over. So right hand side and left hand side. So that's that over. I'm also going to knock on the APU bleed. At this point you would put the packs and stuff on, and then you would turn them off when you're so I've just done APU and I've just done the bleed, which is here. Yeah, so you put it when you're taxing and you switch them back off, but as in the packs. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is just set it up in not in any particular order. It's going to get it going. So I'll set the MCP 390, flight director on, fix my bank angle. I need to do my ADIRS or my IRS, so over to alignment on the right hand side and left hand side. And I'm going to go down to the FMC and program in my flight plan. So We'll put our position in first. Our position is Echo India Delta Whiskey, which is Dublin, our reference airport. We'll take our current GPS from the left system and copy it into our IRS. It sets that. Our origin airport's already been populated, so we're going to paste that into where it wants origin. And our destination airport is Echo Hotel Alpha Mike, which is Amsterdam. Departure runway is 16, so 16. And our departure SID, if I remember correctly, was ND2J. Excuse me. No, it was 1M, 2Js from last night. Activate that. We'll throw in an arrival. Our arrival into Amsterdam is in via ILS 27, and it's LAMS 2A, and there is no transition, so we execute that. Go to our legs page, close up the discontinuity. So I'm not actually going to fly the route, I'm just going to fly point to point from SID to star. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because it's just quicker and easier. And I'm not really doing any real world stuff at the minute. Oh, excuse me. Right, so 5.2 tons of fuel, 0 fuel weight, double click to calculate. We'll go 1 on the reserves. Cost index was 13. I'm just going to check that. Yep. Cruise and wind, so we've got 282 degrees and with 71 knots at our winter cruise speed. 382 say 71? Yeah, that's correct. Oh, gotta set my altitude first, so altitude 390. 390. 282. 71. So 5 degrees in the flaps in our takeoff reference, so takeoff speeds, and we'll go double click, 1, 2, 3, so V1, VR and V2. Double click on the trim to get 486, and we'll spin it up. Alright, we'll hold it there, it's roughly about right. Okay, so I'm pretty much ready for pushback. So what I need to do is get rid of my cart. So we'll get rid of the cart. That's gone. And the chocks are gone. Oh, try it again. There we go. Set my auto brake to rejected takeoff. Set the barometer. And I'm going to do a manual pushback. So I'm going to do shift and P and call for the tug. When he gets connected, we'll start pushing back and start the engines. We're also just going to get ready to release parking brakes. And why is it getting connected with beacon on? Alright, parking brake coming off. We're going to start up engine. So I think the AP blade is on, we'll just double check. Yes, it is. So we can go ahead and start up engine number 2 by moving that knob, that grey knob, to GRD, which is effectively a ground start on the engine, I believe. We'll keep an eye on N2, which is here. As soon as it hits above 20%, then we'll fire in the fuel. That's it. So fuel levels are coming up. We can go ahead and start on number 1. If we go outside, you can hear that it's not only see the engine rumbling up, but you can also hear them as well. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So engine number 1 is approaching 20. It's close enough. Let's release the fuel. And we'll let for the fuel to come up and ignite. I'm just going to push back probably as far as the nose on the taxi line, so it's going to be an easy turn to the right when I'm setting off here. So let's go back a little further. As soon as I can see the taxi line in front of me outside the aircraft, then that's when I'm going to We call for a stop on the pushback, which is right about now. The funk soul brother. Right, parking brake set. Oh, pushback door's gone. Okay, no worries, that's fine. So we want to transfer onto engine power now. So right hand side, generator on. Left hand side, engine generator on. Our yaw damper needs to come on. Our left, our side and forward window heats come on. Side and forward window heats on the right hand side. And then our left probes and our right probes all come on as well. We also need to turn on our hydraulics or our pumps. We need to set our packs to auto. We need to set our isolation valve to auto. APU needs to come off. And finally, we need to disconnect or turn off the APU completely, and that's by flicking up the off APU button. I'm going to go taxi lights on. On. Thank you. That should give us. Oh, what's going on here? Those are taxi lights are on now. Okay. He's coming back around to park up, look, or to connect. So let's get rid of him. Alright, so parking brake coming off, park coming in, and we're going to start the taxi. What was that noise? He's in the way of it. There's another truck coming after me. Jeez, they really are. Oh no. He's still, I gotta wait. My nose is still locked. I gotta let him disconnect properly. Oh, excuse me. It's interesting because that's the default tug, and it's yeah. Come on, mate, let's go. Can't go anywhere without this unlocked. Come on, where are you? No idea what he's doing. So I can't turn the nose wheel until this is sorted. It's not looking like it's getting sorted. Come on. I hope he swings around here and yep. So clunky. Ground services, default ground services and MSFS are just ridiculously clunky. But this is all tied to the ATC. Oh, excuse me. I'm tired tonight. Big day today. Come on. Right, so we're getting a bit of movement finally. So I think he's gonna lock us in. I hope. Let's come off car parking brakes here for a second, and then he should push us back, yes. And then we're gonna go shift and P. That's better. Set parking brake, and then let him remove himself or her. Come off parking brake. Roll forward on the power. Yeah, that's it now. Here we go. We're going to do a right hand turn. We're going to go 1, 2, 5 on the flaps. And we're going to roll out toward runway 16. There's an ATR coming in. Yeah, Aer Lingus Regional. Which I'm going to wipe out. That's okay. Definitely a bit of a collision there. Right, I'll roll on around this way, but I'm pretty sure we're turning right here. Here we go. So right hand turn on to November. Who in the world? 737 as well. This is extremely 736. Extremely, very rude. Extremely, very rude indeed. You little prick. Unless maybe not. No, that wouldn't be the case. And you're parked at an exit. You're full. Right hand turn to head up to the proper departure. Thanks. Actually, you know what? I'm the fool. I'm the fool. I was supposed to cross over that runway and then do a left hand turn onto 16. This is 28. Right that I'm heading to. Moron. Now I have to take the exit. What? Alright, let's do that. No entry. I think we're gonna have to make an exception. With strobe lights on. The man's turned around. Alright, he's on the runway. Yeah. So I can roll in this runway and then do a left hand turn right behind him. That's what I'm gonna have to do. And I gotta do it quickly before this other guy lands. I see someone else coming in as well. Auto throttle coming on, landing lights coming on, and our TCAS is on as well. I'll clear the runway. Let's wait for this guy now. Oh yes. What's going on with my audio? Oh. Oops. Oh, you're too slow, mate. Toga. Alright, here we go. 80 knots. 80 knots.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. Whoa, it's windy. Auto's red. Gear up. Sharp, steep climb out there. LNAV, autopilot on. LNAV is on. VNAV is not. Don't worry about technical speeds, thank you. Right, VNAV should work now because that wasn't executed. Whoa, let's bring the nose down, thank you. VNAV's on. And the performance is restored. Brakes back to off. And flaps up. Looking good. Looking good. Right, I gotta go get a jumper because it's a bit cool in here. I'm also going to grab some water. So I'll leave you with some music in the meantime, I think. go. We got some water. Got to jump around because it's a bit cool in here, and I've also put the heat on or turned the heat up. So there we go. It's a very wintry day out there today. Like the last couple of days it's been beautiful, but like last week and all it was like 30 degrees, and then all of a sudden it's 12. Anyway, but more about that in a moment. Okay, so let's get ourselves tied up here. So now the lights off, taxi lights off, runway turn lights off. Change our barrow over to standard. Sorry, the wrong button there. As we continue our climb up to 390, flight level 390. What else? I think that's it. Might bring our... Are they on? Yeah, they are. Okay. Oh, I think that's... yeah. I think that's us. So, yeah, I was saying there, Melbourne's, it's been pretty cold the last few days. And, it's been very wet too. I mean, to be fair, like, we've probably needed the rain. Because it has been quite dry for the last little while, but, you know, still bloody annoying. Look at this. Looks good. So I've got Volanta running. Let's see what Volanta says in terms of our time. 45 minutes. So you'd imagine a half an hour at the top of descent. So it's pretty quick flight. Amsterdam from Dublin. I didn't realise how fast it was. I thought it was a bit longer than that. Although I was just about to say I think we might have a nice tailwind. We have a nice 64 knot tailwind. So that'll help us along rightly, especially if we go up another 10,000 feet. Could be pretty slow going the way back though, with a 64 knot headwind. Yeah, so it'll be 74. Oh, yeah, right enough. It's a 74. I thought it was a crosswind. It's not. It's a tailwind because we're heading east to west, or west east. Yeah, 282 degrees, 71 knots. We'll have a 71 knot, pretty much tailwind. It's slightly off to one side, but that's okay. Right, yeah, so... Oops. Apologies, banging the mic there. Yeah, so we're heading to Amsterdam, and then we'll see if we'll have time to do a turnaround. I think we should be okay, but it depends how tired I am. Like I'm yawning quite a bit, so I'm trying to talk a bit more just to stay awake. And pretty tired today. Big day at work today. Very big day at work today. Lots of talking and presenting and crunching numbers and all that stuff, you know. That's just me bored. Okay, so bored. Tired. Yeah. So let's just have a quick look at the schedule. I'll show you the schedule that we're doing. So if I just go back to achievements, multi-schedule. This is where we're at, and this is the progress so far. So this is short haul leg 1 and short haul leg 2. For some reason I kind of worked this backwards slightly. And I got all the medium legs, long hauls, and GA legs to go as well. So quite a bit to do. Quite a bit to do. So who have we got out there? Mason, Mira, Jazz or JAS, Gabby Weiss or Gabby Weiss 74. We've got Zodiac 007 behind us. We've got Extremely behind us. She was on the runway when we were taking off. And we've got Danix as well. Very good. Bit better. So I'm still building our Discord, but it's starting to get there. If you want to, either go and check it out, or go and check it out and then want to give me a hand. There's the link in the chat, and feel free to chat. Feel free to jump in, say hello. Let me know who's here. Let me know who's maybe who's a return viewer. If you've come back the last few days. See that? See that? Sort of annoying, isn't it? So Mason Mira or Mirages, don't know. Was it an FA18? Now it would be really cool if maybe someone in the chat or Mason Mirages or Mira JS or whatever actually give me an escort to Amsterdam and back. Fighter escort, that'd be cool. I should have mentioned I'm on the Southeast Asian server if anyone wants to jump in. Fly along. Where's some? You know what I'm looking for? I'm gonna find my mate Scoobsy. It's still flying. Or is he still streaming Manhunt? No, he's still doing Manhunt. Yeah, so he seems to be playing Manhunt more than anything else, so... Okay. I turned the heat on because it's too cold. I think it's too warm now. I'll probably put me to sleep. I'll give it a few minutes. So I was having a look at the Twitch requirements earlier on or not earlier on, last night, for affiliate. We're gonna, I think I need 50 followers, or I'm gonna start with 50 followers. If you're not following the channel, then hit the follow button, sure, and that'll help me out a little bit. Let's see if we can find it here. Dashboard. Here we go. So it says manage stream. Is it this one? Goals, probably? Manage goals. No, it's not that one. Oh, there's more. I'm just in the managed stream section here. There's actually quite a few things we can do. Let's see. Let's try some of this. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so sorry, let's get a little bit distracted there. Just doing a few things. So we're on our way to Amsterdam. We're probably not that far away from Top of Descent. I'd imagine. Let's have a quick look. Yep, there it is. 90 miles, 85 miles or so out. We're in the beautiful PMDG 737-700, and we've got a custom livery made by Renoir from the two-tone Murphy client circus community. And it's created this cracking Firefly Air livery, which is my favourite, by the way. I fly with this livery quite a lot on this aircraft. I just think it looks amazing. So I'll start setting up the descent or the arrival in a moment. I'm just going to have a quick look. Chart again. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, so we're about halfway across, sort of mid-England, mid-southern England. Yep, so about 80 miles to the top of the descent, and then straight down into Amsterdam, and then we'll do a turnaround. So we will. As I say, anyone in the chat, you know, feel free to say hello. Oops. "25 minutes till arrival," so that's that's not too bad. On this gorgeous autumn day. I'm not sure if I have. I'm gonna look on Orb X here. I'm not sure if I have any custom scenery for Amsterdam. I don't think I do. Doesn't look like I do. Oh, EHAM. Oh, no, it's not on our back, so I don't think I do. You know what? My bloody thing isn't working again. That was the same thing last night too. My McClatchy, as it's called, not that one, the other one. I call it McClatchy. The Volante toolbar, the one that shows you where we're going and what we're doing and who we're going with and how much it's going to cost. Not quite, but you know. Overlay, that's what it's called. There it is. I had it turned off. That's why it wasn't working. It was working fine. Actually, I just had it turned off. So the overlay was getting the blame there. I created this little thing for down here, look, for the socials. Thought that was pretty cool. I think it's too colourful though, so that's why I'll just turn it off and on throughout the flight. So feel free to ping one of those in. Typically, if you don't get me under MDA 009, you'll get me under MDA 009 Thunderbird. And if you don't get me under that, you'll get me under MDA _009. They're the only three usernames that exist for me on streaming on different social media platforms. And then the Hood is the Discord channel. So the reason why I've called it the Hood is because in the TV series Thunderbird, which I loved when I was a kid, Thunderbirds Ago, their base of their den, or their base of operations, was actually, the nickname was the Hood. So there you go. And Thunderbird 2 was my absolute favourite. The International Rescue Transporter, and I actually had one. I think I had the Thunderbird 1 as well. The I think was whatever the red space rocket was. I think it was Thunderbird 1. It was either 1 or 3. I can't remember which. One of them. I don't know. Hang on. I had 1, 2, and 3. Possibly 4 or 6. I think whatever the underwater one was aqua something. It was yellow and red, I think. And then I think 1 was green, and 3 was the rocket space orbiter, and it was red, if I remember correctly. And then you had Lady Penelope's pink Cadillac and all, and that was cool, like. I like Thunderbirds are go, huh? Saturday morning TV and all that. Oh, look at this. So I built my first PC when I was about 8 or 9 years old with my dad. First PC I ever owned, I was 5 years old. And I reckon it had, like, 8 mega RAM or something. But anyway, the first custom PC I ever built, it had this big steel Cooler Master case, and I used that case time and time again for the next 20 odd years. Maybe not 20 odd years, but certainly 15 years or so. And different motherboards, just different builds over and over again. And ever since I got that case and I built that machine, I'm pretty sure my first ever, it was a Gigabyte motherboard that went into it. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but I think I think it was an AMD Athlon processor, if I remember correctly, or an AMD 64 or something like that. Anyway, it was definitely an AMD. I didn't move to Intel until later. I did have like Intel. I think I had an Intel Centrium, maybe. It was a Centrium at one point, an Intel Duo at one point, and anyway, loads of different builds, loads of different machines. I was constantly swapping out parts, and it was always a top of the range PC. It was always brilliant. So I always called it Thunderbird. The name of my PC has always been Thunderbird, the desktop, because it was a flying machine. That was the phrase that me and my dad would have come up with, it's a flying machine, So that's why everything's Thunderbirds Argo. There you go. Link between the PC name and the TV show. My current PC build, which is also a custom build, it's called Thunderbird 2. So it kind of made sense just to keep it consistent, I guess. Alright, it's 20 miles to top of descent, so I'll start getting the arrival ready. So we'll go and look at our charts. So that's our taxi chart. So we don't want that. We want the approach chart for runway 27, which is this one. There's some amount of runways in Amsterdam. Like, it's imagine being the tower controller for that. Okay, so we've got a 266 degrees course heading, final course heading. Our radio or nav radio frequency should be 111.55. Our transition altitude is 3,000 feet. 188 for our decision. It's just those two numbers we need. So it's 266 and 111.50. No, 111.55. So we'll set our course first, and we'll go 266. So we'll go backwards because it's closer on both sides. So 266, and then we'll set our nav radio, which is the bottom one here. So we'll turn this knob to 11111, and then the top knob does the right hand side of the decimal, so .55, and then we transfer that to active, and that executes or activates the frequency. So that's that set. We also need to set our our altitude. So I didn't see what, 2,000 feet. So the entry of the ILS needs to be at 2,000 feet. Bring that down, and the plane should automatically start descending once it hits top of descent. Should do. Be very surprised if it doesn't, in fact. So we're literally just leaving the east coast of England, just north of Norwich, and we are heading across a relatively narrow part of the North Sea to Amsterdam. I'm just looking. I actually didn't realise how close. I didn't realise how close France and the UK are. Like, if you look at this. Look how close that is there. The one we partner with Belgium. Isn't that insane? Like, what? I now understand why and how people can actually swim the channel, because that's only, I don't know how many miles it is. I reckon that's only 50 miles, 60 at the most. You know, like that's really really close. Like there to there. Or there to there, you know. I'm assuming that's Calais. That's Calais. I've been to Calais. So I've actually been to where you board the train, not the boat, the train, which is beside the boat. I'm assuming that's Dover. I'm not really sure. Or is it Folkestone? Might be Folkestone. One of them's Folkestone. I've done the drive from Paris to Belfast. So effectively you go from Paris, which is here, up north, up past Saint Denis, and then right up to Calais, which is here. Oh, sorry, it's here. And crossing the train to Folkestone. I'm assuming that's Folkestone. And that's Dover, I think. I would assume. I'm not 100%. and then you head up the main sort of M1 to the M25 past Biggin Hill, up around London. So you sort of go around London, and then you head up the M6 up to Birmingham, and then across Northern Wales, and then over into Dublin. So I've done that once. It took 13 hours from Paris to Dublin. No, 13 hours from Paris to Holyhead, which is in Northern Wales. Pretty much constant driving, and it was a lot of fun actually. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Left Paris at about, I want to say, 3 in the afternoon. 2 in the afternoon. 1 in the afternoon. Left at 1 in the afternoon. There's a 1 hour time difference. And arrived at Holyhead at 3:30 in the morning. So it was about 13 and a half hours with the 1 hour time difference. Okay, so we're descending nicely, speed's good, altitude's good, we're on profile. My performance is good. Everything's looking pretty well, and our time, it's in time, our real world time is actually spot on. So 11 minutes to arrival apparently. We've been online for about an hour and 12 minutes, so I don't know how long we've been in the air for. But yeah, we should have time to do the return flight then. The only thing that's bothering me or worrying me about the return flight is it will take a bit longer because we'll probably have a 72 knot headwind, or thereabouts. There or thereabouts. There you go. We're leaving England behind, and I'm saying hello to France. Like, look at that. You can look. There's France. There's England. Look. This might not be a surprise to many people, but you know, sometimes I just don't pay attention to this stuff, and then you go, "Oh yeah, wow." Yeah. Still pretty close. It's a little bit like Northern Ireland and Scotland. You know, like I reckon that's probably even closer. So you've got the Mulligan Tower that you can literally see. So I've stood up here. This is Tor Head. Oh, hang on, that's Cushendun. I was up there a few weeks back. No, that's not Cushendun. That's Ballycastle or Ballintoy. Looks like Ballintoy. Yeah, Ballycastle's further north, isn't it? Anyway, Tor Head's over here. There are clouds. That's Cushendun. That's where I was a few weeks back. So my grandfather lived literally in that house right there, right beside the shop, Cushendun. This used to be the Bay Hotel, and around here used to be a convent, and that's in here, right there. They're called the Caves, and that's where they filmed Game of Thrones, and that's where Stannis Baratheon's where the Red Woman was, and all the caves and stuff. That's where that was filmed. This is in Northern Ireland, and that's where I'm from. I'm from Belfast, and yeah. So I was back in Ireland there a few weeks back, and I come up. Met my dad and my sister, and my dad's partner drove up to Cushendun. And yeah. Anyway, yeah, some great memories up around here. It's Cushendun there, I think. Yeah, it's Cushendun here. So, like I said, that's the size of it. That's literally it. It's a tiny little village right on the north coast. And if you, on a clear day, if you look out my granda's window, you can literally see Scotland, and that's Scotland there. This is called the Mulligan Tower. Like, look how close that is. You can literally see it. And this place here This is an island called Rathman Island, and just here. See if I can find it now. That doesn't look quite right. No, that's not it. Hang on. Oh, it's here. Yep, this is it here. This is a place called Torhead. The satellite imagery is not great here. We can just about make out the cars, and that's a little hill that leads down into Torhead. You can't really. The tile has not come across. So that tile is not. That's not an actual tile. It's like, well, I guess that little. Yeah, no, I suppose it is. It's just you can't see the actual ruins. There's a watchtower here or a lookout post you can stand on, and again on a clear day you can literally stand there and you can see Scotland. And years ago, I think it was in the 90s maybe, there was a Chinook helicopter crash there, and I'm pretty sure it crashed in fog, I think, and I'm pretty sure I think there was like maybe 10 or 12 people were killed. Not 100%, but also, if you stand up there at the right time of year, you can see the Northern Lights as well. So there you go. So we're doing well here. We're coming down pretty nicely. Just crossing the North Sea. That's the North Sea. What's that out of? Not sure what that was out of. That's the North Sea. Billy Connolly or something maybe? Kind of a joke. So we did have a significant tailwind which has just dropped off now. So hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier. We don't want a tailwind coming to the land, although I think that's why we're on runway 27, or runway, was it 27 or 17? 27? 27, yeah, so we gotta do a like a hook around sort of thing. We can change our barrow over to the correct unit of pressure now, so can I change this to QNH? Yes, I can. There we go. Our hectopascals. So 1023. Let's sort that out. And our arrival's plugged in, and our nav radio is set. Our course is set. Well, nothing else to do but let the plane fly itself down to the runway and control the speed through flappage or flaps, and deploy the gear. That's pretty much about it. Hopefully I can do a decent landing tonight, unlike the last number of nights where it's been rubbish. So LKE 6831 must be on the ground at Amsterdam. So the runway elevation of runway 27 is 12 feet. Needs at 0, so you'd imagine that's Amsterdam Airport. And Abdullah KW is coming to the land, you'd assume, and you'd assume also that Use or UC or Use FKW18 is just taking off. All out of the same airport. There's Extremely, wonder where he's going. That's the guy that was on the ground at Dublin when we were taking off. mess around. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, that's true. There's a solar farm out in the North Sea, look. So I read somewhere that they actually build. It's more. I think it's off the coast of Northern Ireland. They're building these solar farms very similar to or wind farms. Sorry, like these sea wind farms, off the coast of the north of Ireland, and I think it's Larne is where they actually piece them, or they put them onto a barge or a ship and they send them out. And obviously got a plan for weather and you know how rough the sea is and all that sort of stuff. But I read somewhere that they typically only get those out. It takes them years to build even one of these things, and it typically takes them like if they had the blades on one barge or transporter or whatever, and then they'll have a section of the mechanism or the whatever drives it on another, like the power plant or whatever, and they send them out at separate times of the year. So apparently it takes a while to construct them. The reason why I know that is because I literally drove through Larne a few months back. So for context, lovely Larne, as we call it at home, it's right here. So the place that I'm talking about, where they build the it's here. So that's an old power station, and right next door is where they actually build the turbines, and they stick them on a boat and they send them out. And I'm not sure where the farm is, but like you'd assume it's probably up around here somewhere, or it could be out in the North Sea. Who knows? I heard it was out in the North Sea, or I read it was out in the North Sea, but yeah, there you go. It was just interesting. It takes them a while to, like it would take them probably 2 years to build one or whatever it is. Here we go. Here's the northwest coast of Holland, or the Netherlands. Those big wind turbines, I suppose it's like building an oil rig as well. They build it in parts, stacked, and tow it out to sea. That it is in the North Sea. In fact, in Microsoft Flight Simulator, there's an add-on, I think, on RBX. I'm just going to have a look for it. I think it's on RBX. I think it's called something about the North Sea. It's called... what's it called? Ah, here we go. Offshore Landmarks, North Sea. So it's $24, 24 American. Oh, sorry, Australian dollars. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't used it, so I don't know what it's like. But you get all this sort of stuff. Unless you're flying helicopters around the North Sea, I can't really imagine, you know, it being any good for fixed wing or airliners. Also, it did say it was going to be foggy, didn't it? Whatever clouds coming in here. Alright, so our speed should be starting to drop shortly, so we'll deploy flaps. Not just yet, but pretty soon. Just want to have a look. It looks like we're going to do... I'm not really sure what way it's making this turn here. We're going to turn... I'll check it on that. Drag required, right? Yeah, it doesn't quite look right to me. Yeah, that's this is going to be an interesting approach. And we are making a right turn. Why would we be doing that? Because the airport's there, look. Where the hell does it expect me to go? I don't know where it's taking me. We should be landing on that runway there. Well, that's not a runway, but like, the original flight plans probably should have had us landing on that runway. It looks like this is going to do a right turn. Then where does it go? I think it expects me to land on that runway there. That's our runway here. I reckon it's expecting me to land over there. No chance. So if that's the case, what I'll do is I'll take it manually down for fun. And just trying to work out the best way to do this. I'll do a left hand turn and come down on this one here. Or that one. Whatever that is. It's still turning this. Still turning this.
2500.
But our LNAV and VNAV lights are extinguished, so let's have a bit of fun, shall we? So auto throttle off, autopilot off. Hang on a second. There we go. All right, my aircraft. I'm gonna still spoilers. Hold it around 205 to 210 knots, hopefully. This is where Tobii would be really handy for me right now. Instead of doing this. Oh, I also forgot to put my landing lights on. Just gonna watch the speed here. So I think we'll be flying roughly about parallel. Just sorting out the trim here. Make sure we're not going to start climbing for no reason. A little bit more power. Alright, so let's go 1, 2, 3 on our flaps to start our left hand turn. And I'm also going to just keep the nose down so we're not climbing. 2,000 feet is about where I want to be. we'll just come on around the wrong way here. I'm gonna power off, power back. I'm not gonna use the ILS. I'm just gonna bring it in visually. So I'm judging the turn as opposed to actually, you know. So I'm gonna overshoot, but that's okay because I can correct once I come on round. I was just about to say, as long as I don't get the bank angle warning, but that's right. So I've got another notch on flaps. Right now the passengers are all, what is this pilot doing to us? So runway in sight, gear down, power back, speed brake out. Continue on the flaps deployment. Obviously we're going far too fast, but we're going to get that speed. We're going to bleed that speed as best we can. Keep the flaps going. 25 degrees, 30 degrees. I'm not going to push any more than 30 degrees at the moment because it probably won't let me. So we're at 179 knots, 178 knots.
Full up. Sync rate. 300.
We're 3 reds on Poppy, 4 reds on Poppy, so we're too low. I'm going to bring in a little bit of thrust just to control my descent and control my landing. And deploy the remainder of my flaps down to 40 degrees. I'm just going to hold here and see if I can get a nice touchdown on the center line, please.
40.
Which I'm not.
30.
Alright, let's bring her down now.
20.
Come on down, come on down. Hold the nose. Slammed that down, didn't I? Jesus. 379. Landing rate monitor, give me. Speed brake and reverse is on. And with my left hand turn. Speed brake stowed. What's the name? Flaps in. Landing lights off. Taxi lights on. And strobe lights off. So flow give me 500 and something in terms of landing rate. I always use landing rate monitor as opposed to flow, good or bad, or for better or worse. And it's giving me 379, so probably because of the speed we're coming in at, but that's alright. We can live with it. So welcome to Amsterdam, or some would say Amsterdam. Not really sure. Actually, no, Emirates would fly here. Yeah, they would. We're on the wrong side of the airport, though. The cargo's on the other side. So this is default. Looks pretty busy and mad for default, doesn't it? Or who knows? It could be freeware from flights in Bateau, and I've just forgotten about. It looks like it looks like. Oh, it looks like one of the handcrafted premium airports that you get with premium. That's what it looks like. I was swinging here beside what looks like Virgin Australia. I'm really not sure why they would be here. And the performance here is awful. Oh yeah, it's really bad. Oh, I clicked off the screen there for a moment, so. Right, well, you know what we'll do? We'll test out GSX here. Alright, parking brake on. Taxi lights off. And I'm going to call for, so set chocks, request ground power, because I forgot to start the APU. Wait for the light, it's on, ground power transferred over, and oh, wrong one. And we'll cut our engines off. Should be powering down. I'm going to go GSX. That's not running, hang on. I want to see if that jetway moves. Come on. Let's give it a moment. Always takes a moment on its first boot up. Deboarding, see what happens. Pick a night off. Let's go with service error. Oh yeah, that's good. Jetway's been connected, happy days. So we'll let that do its thing. We'll set up the next flight. So the next flight, let's see, where are we? Oh, we're going to do the return, so I'll go in and generate the sim brief. So 737-700. I'll show you what I'm doing. So FFA 1046 is our flight number. We're going from Amsterdam to Echo India Delta Whiskey back to Dublin. We've got a flight time of 1 hour and 28 minutes, so it's about an extra 20 minutes because of the headwind. 40,000 feet is our flight level, our cruising altitude. Plus index 58. And there's our headwind, 74 knot headwind. And then we have block fuel 6.3, so we're spending an extra ton of fuel because of the headwind. And yep, that's all looking good. So we'll bang that into Navigraph, and I'll just set it into Volanta as well. So one thing I'm going to do is just have a look at our departure. Happy days. So we're taking off pretty much on the same runway we landed, so that's really good news. So we're taking off at 24. Because sometimes you random. I got assigned this random runway over here once out of Amsterdam, and I was parked, you know, sort of around where we're parked now. And I had to taxi the whole way across. It took forever. So anyway, so we're gonna head out runway 24. Yep. Pretty much fly runway heading, and then do a right hand turn out over the North Sea. Left hand turn across northern sort of mid England, if that makes sense. Via Anarsid is the Berg to S by the looks of things. We then head across the Irish Sea. And we're not going to use that star because I don't like it. I hate that star. So what we're going to do, instead of using the star from Penal, we're going to do it direct, straight down to 28 right, and just fly straight in. So I'm not going to set it up on Navigraph. I'll set it up in the FMC. But first things first, I'm going to fire up the APU. We're going to need that at some point. Packs off, and isolation valve back to open. And our hydraulic pumps can come off for the moment as well. Just to make sure we've got enough power going to the APU. We're getting the right APU bleed. So, well, that should be okay. Get that fire up. Alright, so we're going to go into, I think we'll go straight to our route and program it in. So we're at Echo Hotel Alpha Mike. We're going to Echo India Delta Whiskey. We're going from runway 24. Our departure at runway 24. This Berg 2S. We're going to activate that. And then we're going to set our arrival to, oops, hold on. We're going to set our arrival to ILS 28 right. And I'm not going to put anything else in. So no star, no transition. I'm going to go into the legs page and check it. And I'm going to pull up any discontinuity. And I'm going to do one more step. So Abavu Okita.
Do you want to deboard probe?
Okay, so it's given me, so the FMC and my nope, that's right, that's correct. So I'm literally going to go from the exit of the entry to the airway straight to, I'm just looking to see if I can find Abavu. I'm assuming that's the, it's got to be the star, or not the star, sorry, the entry to the ILS. So this is Bergie here. This is our SID, so we're going to keep our SID. Then we've got Bergie. And then effectively, we're going to just do a straight shot from there to there, I reckon, straight in. Now, you could drop the SID and just fly straight, but I think the SID's okay. The question is, where's Abahu? So let's see, if I bring up the approach chart, the 28 right, it should give me the waypoints. There's Abahu there, perfect. And Okito. So it's literally straight into the feather, or into the arrow or the beam for the ILS. So that's exactly what we want. So let's run with that. Just makes it a little bit more direct. We're not flying with ATC, so that helps. And hopefully it's a little bit quicker as well. And I just don't like that big stupid, I don't even know what you call it, but that star that takes you around. Hey buddy, oh here, that's for you. I'll get it. Here you go. It's a bit of a treat. I just don't like that. That's that typical star takes you into Dublin. It just takes too long. Takes you in from the east. All right, so fuel. So we need to reset our fuel because we've now got a new allocation from SimBrief. So let's go do that. So into fuel. I think it was 6 point. Actually, we'll put in the full amount. So it's 6398 kilos. And our payload, I'm just going to keep it random. 40 will do. And our initialization, so double click on 0 fuel weight to set. 6.4 is our plan. Reserves will go 1. Cost index, was it 58 or 13? 58. Altitude 400. And cruising wind was 280 at 74. Take off 5 degree flaps, 1, 2, 3, and then double click on the trim, sets the trim 477. It's backed away. Screw that one back. Roughly about there, I reckon. We'll reset our barrel, set our cruising altitude on the MCP 400. We want to set our pressurization to 400, and our landing altitude at Dublin is going to be roughly around 200. So APU's on, so let's switch the power over, check the yaw damper, check all the switches which I haven't turned off, so that's all fine. I think we're good for a push and a start. So let's want to check my lighting. Are nav lights on? Yep, they are. Okay. Alright. So we'll use GSX to push us back this time because we've got GSX running and it's connected. I'm going to just reload my sim brief. And then we want to push back. Let's see if it pushes back. I'll try it again. So it should disappear or remove. Okay, so we're not me dismissing the GPUs, that's fine. So we dismiss it by getting rid of the chocks. That'll disappear. And then the jetway should retract. Thank you. And the door should be closed. Should be closed. Nope, that's okay. Just leave the door like that then, no worries. Yep.
Hello,
So that's what we're
we
gonna
are
do.
ready for pushback.
Let's go and close the door. Thank you. There we go, door's closing. And I'll just double check the other doors while I'm here. They're all good. Right. Brakes to reject the takeoff.
Departure
And
checks
the
completed.
APU
Bypass
bleed
15
can
seconds.
come on because we're about to start the engine. So, we'll watch these guys. And when the tug connects, I'll turn the beacon on and then release the parking brake.
Hopping gear.
So we want nose right.
Release parking brakes. Please.
So beacon on. Parking brake's coming off.
Release parking brakes.
We're going to go for a start on engine
All
number
engines
2.
clear. Start at will.
And we're also going to have a quick look at our taxi. So let's go and look at our taxi here. This one's going to be very straightforward. So we're pushing back from stand C12 in a very odd fashion, so jumping all over the place. We're then going to point, we're going to leave the apron on the Alpha, left turn on the Alpha, continue up Alpha till we reach Alpha 8, do a right hand turn on the Bravo, and then on right hand turn on the runway 24, and off it goes, simple as that. Beautiful. Not sure what's going on here. Okay, so we've got our 20%. Let's inject some fuel. We're engine number 1. What is going on? Like, it's not performance. It's just GSX. It's awful. When it works great. When it's like that, it's terrible. You know. So we could call to stop it, but we might as well continue.
Please set parking brakes.
And that's why parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
And I'm going to confirm a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
It's a dog just driving. Okay, we're above 20% on engine 1, so fuel coming in, and we'll let that fire ignite and fire on up. Just pause the music for the moment.
Unlocking gear.
Thank you, thank you.
Control track disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Alright, so we've got a couple of things to do. So we're going to switch over to generator or engine power. So right hand side, left hand side. Got my hydraulic pumps back on. Packs back to auto. Isolation valve to auto. APU off, or AP bleed off, and then APU off. And that's us good to go with the overhead, or good to go in terms of overhead. Yep, flaps 1, 2, and 5. So flaps. Park and brake coming off. Park coming in. And we're gonna do our taxi. So I think it was taxi to Alpha, left turn on the Alpha, right turn on the Bravo, and right turn on the runway 24. 24. Yep, there's no left or right. This is us coming on the Alpha, leaving the apron. So left hand turn. Oh, I forgot my taxi lights. They're on now, and the turn lights. We'll go. So we're currently on. Oh, this is Bravo apparently. According to that sign. Or is it? No, it's Alpha. Yep, that's Alpha 5, yep. No shoot. Oh yeah, Bravo was in that direction. Okay, I read it wrong. So the blank signs here at the moment, they are they come with the airport, so that's part of the handcrafted signs. These accurate signs are the it's another add-on, which is it is just bear with me, hang on a second. Runway 24 over the right. It's another add-on from, I think it's from Just Flight. No, it's not. It's from Black Square. And they have recreated all of the taxiways and taxi signs in the US and Europe. So that's why it looks like there's double up, but you can obviously tell the difference, you know, that these ones are, you know, blank and the other ones aren't. Okay, so landing lights on, strobe lights on, auto throttle on. Do a quick check left and right. There's right, there's left. There's no one on the way into the runway or taking off or landing or any of that sort of stuff. This is runway 24. Let's pretend we've got our takeoff clearance because, you know, 50% of power coming in. We're just going to line up the center line. And then I'm going to hit the toga button, which is now. Toga.
80 knots.
80 knots. Thank you, Rantazo.
V1, rotate.
And we'll rotate. Jeez, that was a fast rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
I think the positive rate gear up. I think the PMDG rotate speed since the system update 13 came out is like rapid, and Airbus rotate speed is the opposite. I think a couple of times I pulled back in the stick and it's just went whoom, you know. It's quick like. There we go. Coming out of Amsterdam. See you later, Blonde 270. Blonde 2. Sounds like a strange pirate name or something. Anyway, right, LNAV coming on. Autopilot won't engage. VNAV armed. Autopilot on. Nope. Right, so why would the autopilot not engage? Oh, I know why. I'm willing to bet it's because have we activated the flight plan? It says we have. Let's get that. Autopilot on. Autopilot on. Ooh. So, flaps up for start. Autopilot is now on. And with no VNAV, right? Even though we're active. Is our VNAV active? Is our VNAV active? Wait, it's obviously not. Let me just check it again. I think it's because the flight plan's not active. Oh, it is. Okay, it's yeah. I'm not really sure why that wasn't coming on. It might have been because I wasn't on a course head. I wasn't on intercept heading or something. Anyway, it's fixed now. It's good. Auto brake can go back to off. We're heading for 40,000 feet. We're restricted to 250 knots under 10,000 feet, so we're just gonna have to stick to that. Oh, I'm so tired now. So flight time, an hour and a half, roughly. That'll only get better as we climb. There's our 10,000 feet. So landing lights off, taxi lights off, turn lights off. Seatbelt signs are on auto. Alright, I gotta run down and turn the heat off now because it's actually quite warm in here. So I'll leave you with some music. Okay, we can go over to standard now on our barrel, and we're just about to turn into the headwind, so I expect our ground speed to start slowing down significantly as we make this turn. Like, we're pretty much going to be almost lined up. So what we'll do is just make sure that our speed is as up to the max. So 330 for climb, and then our speed on target speed on cruise will be 880, even though that's not achievable at 40,000 feet. I'm okay with that. 820, that's fine. And then climb 330. Yep. Yeah, so there we go. So we've got max speed, and we're pretty much almost a dead on headwind at 46, 37 knots. So we'll increase the ground speed a little bit, but as we climb higher, that wind knottage will increase and decrease our ground speed. That right, Hank? Isn't that right, buddy? Yeah, isn't that right? Yeah, you want to play? Come on now. Yeah, give me a bone. I'll take it. Thank you. Where are you? Let's see. Oh. He says. Just bring that. Over here. You ready? Hoop. Good boy. You know what I forgot to do when I was downstairs, while I was down there? Get some water. Completely forgot. Alright. Good boy. No, I'll take your bone, thank you. Thank you. I'll take it, thank you. One. 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 Two. Hoop. I missed it. Bad throw, bad throw. Thank you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say it was still a bathroom. Yeah. Anyway. This is quite normal, by the way. I mean, it might not be normal, but this is what we do. Now, right, Hank and Tank. Good to know. Let me see. Where's it going? Thanks. Where you going? Our ground speed's holding up. Actually. Oh. Ready? 1, 2, hoop. Good boy. We're expecting that to go up to 74 knots, and then that'll drop to probably 100, or sorry, 400, and 40,000. Yeah, well, that's okay. That gives us a 50-minute flight time. Wow. We can do that. We're gonna manage that combo, buddy. Huh? Thanks. 1, 2, hoop. That guy's using it as Blonde Tooth 70. Blonde Tooth, it sounds like a parrot from like the 1700s. Blonde Tooth. You know? Blackbeard. green leg. I don't know. Let me see. Good boy. Right, come here. Thanks. So you can get out the door. Nope. No, not that side, right on the other side. Other side, thank you. Good boy. Keep him busy. So I don't think we'll be doing anything tomorrow night. Oh, here, I'm gonna have to just excuse me for a moment. God, let's do it on the background stuff. Yeah, so I'm not sure we're doing anything tomorrow night, and I don't think I will. Saturday, I may possibly get a joint stream in with Big Boss Robinson, so you should go and follow him if you aren't already. And he does the same thing with what I do, and all the music that you can hear is either Big Boss Robinson's, it's either been composed or performed, or created by Big Boss Robinson and or myself, and together. We'll do it all together. So yeah, good to check out his stream as well. So we're still climbing to our cruising altitude, and we're just crossing the North Sea. That's the North Sea. What is that out of? Is that Billy Connolly? That's the North Sea. Or is it a movie? I feel like it's someone who's Scottish says it. Or you? Is it Ewan McGregor? That's the North Sea. Okay, thank you. Ta-ta. Good boy. One, two. Hop. He's bouncing off his teeth. He's doing pretty good at catching it. So I haven't seen this toy around in a while. He pointed it out to me last night. It was under a cupboard or under a cabinet or something. No idea how I got there, like. But he knew exactly where it was. I was wondering why he was shouting at me. Good boy. Hanakaki TTV. Hanakaki, I hope that's pronounced right. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. One out here, buddy. Ta-ta. Good boy. So there's top of climb coming up now. So we're yeah, it's definitely gonna be a longer flight back. No doubt about that. Let me have a little look here. Good job. Let's have a little look. Might just come and bear with me a second. Right, a little bit of music. So we're still cruising over the North Sea, just about to hit the coast off the east coast of England, or the British Isles, and we're going to cruise across central England and then actually I think we head out just north of Blackpool, is it? Because there's Liverpool. There's Warden. There's Blackpool. No, it's just south of Blackpool. Actually, it's Woodville. And then we head across the Irish Sea. So we're at our cruise. Oh, big. No. Look at that. Oh yeah, I set. Rookie mistake there. I know exactly what I've done next time. Just move up a little bit. There we go. Right. So we're at our cruise. Altitude, we're doing 245 knots. Oh yeah, course. Alright, so we might as well set that up now. So I think I'll set up the arrival. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at the Dublin chart, which just so happens I have open on the screen anyway. So we want 3,000 feet for our... No, hang on. Is that right? No, 2,500 for our altitude into the ILS. That's okay. And then we want 278, 110.15. So that's... I should actually know that. So 278 on the course, left side, right side. And then our nav radio needs to be 110.5 or .15, which we will execute now. So that's a setup. It's good. It's actually been a while since I've flown a Boeing into Dublin. Okay. Looking good. Alright, so what I might do is I'm just going to figure out, there's a, is it, no it's not that, yeah, let me see, oh here, let's put that wee banner up there. I actually forgot to update the description, so I'll do that now. That's better. Oh, let's go update other things here as well. So. Okay. Right, let's sort that out. Okay, that's good. There's something else I wanted to do as well. I'm not really sure how to do that. I want to put the path, the affiliate thing up on the stream here. let's go and work it out. Let's put a little bit of music on and we can work it out. Not that one. Not that one. Not too bad. Trying to work out the how to put that on. Come on, I'll mess around with it later. You know what I forgot to do? We see this. This is pretty cool. Check this out. I need a sound effect to go with it. You know, like a or yeah, I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, that's not what I was looking at. I was looking at the path to affiliate. So yeah, so I want to try and get the 50 follower mark and get the average of 3 per stream or whatever it is. And alright, I don't even know what you get for path for affiliate, but so yeah, so if you haven't hit the follow button, give us a push there, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Oh, this is what I was looking for. I think I found it. Probably. It's the goals. So is it on the browser? Shouldn't have done that. Or something else. Doesn't matter. I want to go. Bear with me, I'm trying to sort it out, so it'll be try that. Yeah, it's a bit better. I could size it down, see. Ta-da! Something like that. And then we might make it a bit transparent or opaque, transparent, yeah. I was going to say something really stupid there. Let's see. Here we go. No, I don't like it. I don't like it on screen. No. Let's change that. We'll fix it up later. Okay, let's have a quick look and see where we are. We're about 30 minutes until we're on the ground, which would say to me probably 15-20 minutes to top of descent. So just cruising across central England with the descent down across the northern coast of Wales into Dublin. Just hope we don't have too many performance issues going into Dublin this time around. So, real time, real weather. Yep, live time, live weather. We're in the PMDG 737-700 in our beautiful Firefly Dublin, rated by Renoir. so and everything's looking a-okay. 40,000 feet, 246 knots. Looking good. And we're catching up on who's that? Roddy Lee and who? Captain Biggs. There you go. Tank of tea. Some of these usernames are nuts, aren't they? Stu Epilote or El Piloto. CAC 192 to J. Stu El Piloto. Very good. Oh, there it is now. There it is. Very good. There's Stu El Piloto. That's a cracker. What a name. So I'll tell you what. It's been a long week. I'm looking forward to a few beers this weekend. Cannot wait. Tomorrow night, Friday night, a few beers. It's been a bloody busy week. And then only one more week to go and I'll be off to Las Vegas. Whoops, hit the wrong button there. VNAV. Yep, done. So that headwind's really hurting us right now. Look at that, it's a dead straight headwind. 82 knots. Ground speed of 379, so it's slowing us right down. Well, did I close flat? I did. Yeah, I must have. No, I didn't. Yeah, not doing too bad. So this is the last, this is the first of the short haul flights of the schedule, but it's the last one I've done. It sort of didn't, I did them in a random order. Instead of just doing them like I used to, or like I normally do, and do them in the entire correct order. That's just the way it worked out. Alright, Hank? This is a song called Soar. Myself and Big Boss Robinson recorded it about, I think, 5 years ago. Never released it, never really finished it actually. It's not, you know, not properly finished, and there's a few mixing and editing and mastering stuff to do. As I said, it's a song called Soar. It's kind of like, you know, very apt for flying. Although admittedly there's a custom view on the Phoenix that actually it suits really well, looks a bit better. But and it's not finished either. Like, it needs a bit of work, it needs some treatment and whatever. And, you know, I still like the version. I still like that sort of kind of raw version. But should really do it properly and have it all properly treated and mastered, and really get a sense of that low wind coming through that boom. You know. Alright, so we've got about 20 minutes to go, and then that'll do me for the night because I'm pretty tired now at this point. And hopefully I don't have too many stutters coming into Dublin. Especially like the other night there when I hit the ground and it was just, well, I kept doing that stutter thing every couple of seconds, which is really annoying. Oh yeah, typical. Head toward Ireland and then expect to see the grey sky below. Look at this, cloud coverage everywhere. Doesn't surprise me at all. One hike. Good boy. One message to lose. Stream on time with paparazzi. Paparazzi got timed out. 4. Oh, look at that. Timed out for what? What's in here? Hang on. What happened there? Paparazzi, if you're still there, just try the message again. I've just changed the settings on the bottom. Might have been up too high. About 6. Oh, time to out for 600 seconds. Right, okay. I'm not sure why. I'll reduce the filters. Actually, you know what? I'll just take them off for a moment. What time is it? Let me see. hopefully that changes things. Yeah, I've just changed the bot settings, so I think it was a bit strict. I didn't realize it was set to maximum. I thought it was set to medium. But hopefully, once that timer finishes, it should be okay. I was trying to actually have a look to see if I can change the timer, but I can't find it. Or I can't remember where it is, I should say. Question is, why the timeout? I don't remember setting any timeouts. Let me turn this down a little. A crazy renegade bot. I haven't that up and set. We've just hit top of descent, so heading down toward Dublin. Don't know where this thing is. I did see the bot timer thing the other day, but I left it as default. I didn't realize it was 10 minutes. That's not. Can't be right. Oh, I've got the DM it. Probably does. Yep, I see your message. Hopefully that unlocks for you anyway, and then you can jump in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, so version 2, actually, you know what, forget about version 2. Dublin for me has always been, even with version 1, has always been a problem. And I can't figure it out. I was trying to figure it out the other day, last night. And I even did a stream or a flew last night. I think it was the Dublin Jersey leg on the schedule, and I went back to default scenery for Dublin, and it was still having stutters and performance drops, and I just, yeah, I don't know. I reckon I've duplicated something. I've done something stupid. It's cracking me up. Like, I can't figure it out. Because version 2 of Dublin's actually quite good, from MK Studios, and I've got it re-enabled now, but I keep getting that stupid stuttering thing when I land, and it just wrecks me, you know. Yeah, and I also limited. I've limited. I did limit my frame rate to 64, 65. But from the sim update and from a driver update, it's shot away up to, you know, over 100 or whatever again. So it is using a lot of resources. It was over 100 the other day. I was flying I think it was the Phoenix, on the external view, and then accuracies that I don't have. I haven't got that yet. The 3080 Ti, my frame rate used to stay around 48 to 60, but dropped after the last update. It's funny because my frame rates, I think they improved after Sim Update 13 and the latest driver update. I actually genuinely think they improved, and I think the quality got better as well. It just, for me, it's just Dublin. Dublin, there's a couple of airports. Dublin's one that caused me problems. Melbourne's another that caused me problems as well. And I just got on the way back from Amsterdam. Amsterdam's, and that's default. It's like the handcrafted premium airport, I think. And it's a hit and miss. It's a hit and miss. But like, to be honest, for the most part, it's been okay. I spotted paparazzi. I spotted your message in the chat the other night. You mentioned you're having problems with with the PMDGs. I've noticed when I'm rotating coming off the runway with PMDG, it's just, you know, it's lifting a lot differently in terms of the flight dynamics compared to what it used to. Like, it used to be a bit more sluggish and heavy, whereas even the 737-800, I was flying it a tail strike it. I couldn't believe it. It just went. I don't know if I've noticed the same thing. As long as the frame rates, as long as the frames stay around 33.5 BPM, yeah. Yeah, I'll turn the thing on now. So, I've got MSI Afterburner and only just turn on and off just to keep an eye on it. So there you go, sitting around. That's in the cockpit. Obviously not doing much. So 75. That's a 4090. And then I'll just screw the camera here. And it's typically better on the outside. But that's all good now, right? And it's nice and smooth. But what do you see when I hit Dublin? I'll turn it back on again when we get to Dublin. We'll see what it's like. It'll be absolutely shocking, you know. Yeah, Irish weather. Look at this builder. Yeah, looks great. I've got 4090 something. Yeah, the 4090's it's look, it's hard to say it's not worth it. Like, it's definitely worth it. But one thing I would just say is that if you're going to get a 4090, like, you're going to need a decent power supply and you're going to need a decent processor as well, just to eliminate the bottlenecks. Fortunately for me, I had the processor. I thought I had the power supply, but I didn't. I had a 1000-watt power supply, and then stuck the 4090 in, and it was a Corsair as well. It ended up blowing a resistor, so I blew a cap and ended up changing it to 1600 watts. So the 4090 in Australian dollars, one I got was like 2700, but then you got to add the extra 7 or 650 for the power supply as well. So it wasn't cheap, like, but they're absolutely brilliant. Like, it's a pretty efficient card for the size of it, you know. But you know what the sim's like. It doesn't matter what you've got. You know, you're still gonna have. There's always gonna be issues. Like, I'm saying, there's multiplayer for me is always dropping out. You know. Need to process as well i9 9900, and I guess the power supply is half of that. Yeah, I went from, where did I go from? It was last year. That's why I ended up doing a new PC. Because I had like a mid-range PC and I was trying to play this. I think it was on a 9. No, it wasn't a 9. It was 95, 9900 maybe, or 9700 or something like that. No, it wasn't. It was a 10. It was a 10th generation i5 with a 1060, and it was just, forget about it. So I decided to upgrade. The one thing I'm missing is decent internet speed. Does it matter generation i7, i9, 13? I'm not sure. Like, it's a good question. I've got an i9 12900. What I do know is that the i9 13900K The difference between those two processors being a generation apart is only about 10%. It's like $900 difference in Australian dollars. In terms of like i7, I mean, anything 13th generation i7 is going to be pretty good. If you had like an i7 13700 or something, like it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't be too knowledgeable when it comes to the difference between i7s and i9s, if that makes sense. Because I don't think this day and age that, you know, the higher number is always going to be better. Uh, 5,000 feet, we've got our landing lights on. There's the rain on. Let's see where we are here. We're not too far away, so should see the runway actually. Yep, we do. So we're going to land in at the new runway in Dublin. Well, I say new, it was built about 3 or 4 years ago, like, but new relative to the sim, I guess, because it wasn't. I don't think it was in the default airport, and it wasn't in the version 1 of MK Studios. So, so it's 28 right. Now I'll start dropping out the flaps. I'll get the approach more on as well. Alright, flaps 5. So the last couple of nights I've had some horrible landings, really horrible. Even in the Amsterdam there, it was not great. So hopefully I can redeem myself. Wonder if I could play COD while doing the 5-hour flights. Well, just behind me here, I've got a gaming laptop, and what I was starting to do was during the 5-hour flights, I was starting to do the truck sim. So I've no wheel or nothing, so I was using the Xbox controller. Yeah, so I've got it set up and good to go. I haven't really played it that much though. I usually sit. That's why I started streaming, because I'm usually sitting here watching TV or something. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna stream all these flights now instead. All right, let's start dropping down the flaps. Bring our speed down to 155 ish. Here we go, on our way into Dublin. Sunny Dublin. Look at that weather. Alright, gear down.
25.
I'm another notch of flaps. Down and locked, and I'll keep one of the flaps just to get the nose down. So far so good. However, as I get the short final, that's when I'm expecting some messing around. I'm doing Netflix just landed at OLB, I took 5 hours, 737, 747 way back, save an hour. Yeah, I've done that flight a few times. I haven't done it on the recent schedule. I normally do it in the 787. I think I've done it once in the 74. And yeah, 747, 787 are pretty much the same. Yeah, 5 hour flight. So I'm going to do the long hauls of the schedule. I'll probably do them this weekend. Overnight. So I'll run them overnight. Especially that JFK one. I think, you know what, I'm just thinking actually, I'm pretty sure I did that, well, it was either Beirut or Saudi Arabia, I can't remember which one, in a 737, and it wasn't on the list. So I got nothing for it. Okay, where are we at? So bring us down to 147-ish. So speed coming down a little bit, we're full flaps, auto braking going to leave off. Landing lights on, everything's all good. So far, still no stutters, looking okay. Everything's looking beautiful. Ah, here we go. So it should start giving me a few issues now, right? And I think the performance, there you go, there's a few stutters now, like, here we go. So hopefully it doesn't do that stutter thing. I'm okay with it. So I think what's happening is it's crossing the transition between default and custom scenery, and then sometimes it doesn't recover and it constantly stutters, but it only happens with MK Studios stuff. Yeah, it took JFK 6 hours. We'll have to do a return trip overnight. Yeah. It was a huge arc. I looked at the flight plan. It was a massive arc. You go way up north, you come back down again. I'm gonna go autopilot off. We're going 20 knot crosswind here as well, just noticed.
200.
Oh. Okay, so I'm not getting the stutters now, which is good. And
50.
looks like we're going to crash into someone.
30. 20.
Okay, just hold the nose here.
10.
And oh, swing her in. So flow give me 426. What did LRM give me? 411. Jesus. We'll blame the crosswind on that one, I think. Oh, here, I'll go up here and turn. Alright, let's see. So flaps up. So the performance is fine now, which is good. Actually, I'll bring on MSI. Let's have a look. So if it stays in around that 50, I'll be happy enough. But I reckon it'll get it worse before I get to the terminal. Now the lights off, strobe lights off, and taxi lights on. It'll definitely get worse when I go around here. What do you see? Hopefully it does prove me wrong. We've got the lovely Irish autumn weather there. dog's behind me chewing on the squeaky thing, so hopefully it's not too loud. That's Hank the Tank. He's the co-pilot. Knock the strobe lights off. I'll leave them on. That's better. Good boy. Yes, yes. Now, the reason why the performance is pretty good, I reckon, is because there's no traffic. So FS Traffic does this. So I'm not using any AI or anything. And FS Traffic is because I didn't reset the sim or log out or jump back in, or it doesn't refresh sometimes. Most of the times it does, but sometimes it doesn't. So that's probably why there's no performance hits. But sure, I'll not worry too much about it. We'll just swing in here for the moment. What time is it we are? It's almost 11 p.m. Just woke up here, currently 6:50. Where are you at, paparazzi? 6:50. Where'd you be? Must be in the States. Yeah, Texas. Oh yeah. I'll be over in the States in 2 weeks in Vegas for U2 concerts. Can't wait. I'm just gonna shut it straight down. Not gonna worry about ground power or anything. And knock those lights off. Let's get battery off. There we go. Make it short and sharp and easy. Yeah. So it's sort of hovering around that 50, so that's not too bad, and there's no stutters there, so it is. Yeah, so it's 5 to almost 11 p.m. here in Melbourne, and just knock this down a little bit. Oops. And it's clear. I'm sure to say it's my bedtime because it's been a long day. So what was I gonna turn off? Oh yeah, turn MSI off. Yeah, I'll be over in the States in this time 2 weeks, I think it is, or Tuesday week, to Vegas. So looking forward to that. It's gonna be fun. And then I think that'll do my holidays this year. There's a couple of international trips this year. So okay, so I reckon I might be able to convince Big Boss Robinson to do a wee stream. A sneaky wee stream at the weekend, maybe on Saturday. He'll be doing the monthly schedule as well, so we might do a couple of medium hauls or something. And I'll do, as I say, I'll probably do those long hauls overnight at some point. We'll see how it go. I have a bit of catching up to do from on the achievements site from when I was in Ireland there for a couple of weeks. But yeah, I'm going to try and get him on over the weekend. I'll jump into his stream or something, and I'll just continue on. Until then, I'll probably catch us later. Paparazzi, I might see you on the other stream on Saturday. For me, Saturday morning, Friday. What will it be for you? Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon if it's Friday night Ireland time. If that makes sense. Yeah. So I might see you on that, and if not, I'll catch you next time. Sure. Thanks for jumping in. Good to chat, and yeah, I'll see you on Discord and catch you around. And thanks for everyone else for jumping in as well. And I'll be on every. I've been almost every night this week just because I've been doing the short haul schedules, but I'll probably do 2 or 3 nights a week anyway, and I just sit and do the Firefly Air stuff. But But yeah, I might catch you the weekend anyway, and thanks everyone else for jumping in, and I'll be back on again in the next few days, no doubt. So yeah, thanks very much. All the best. Have a good weekend. If I don't see you, and good luck. Cheers.